I don't think it would have been. Is that your comb?
Yeah. I do this all the time. I just take it and
Do you want me to get the comb?
No, because the comb actually combs it too much. You don't understand. You like don't get bangs. What better time to do a 24-hour readathon than on a Friday at 11:30 at night? Hello my friends, my name is Erin and welcome back to another video. I have my fiance here.
It's your boy.
That's Justin, and we are going to try to do a 24-hour readathon. It is 11:29 p.m. Okay, it's 11:29. Yep, there you go. And it's Friday, and we were like, hey, let's do a 24-hour readathon because why not? He worked all day, so I don't think he's gonna make it the whole 24 hours. I'm gonna try to go without sleep. I might take a nap, but I'm gonna try to do this without sleeping at all. He's probably gonna fall asleep. I'm currently reading All of the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby. I think I'm 55% the way through. I'm reading that on my Kindle right now. So I'm gonna finish that first, and then honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna read afterwards, but I have a stack to choose from of books that I think are short enough that I can get read. And I just want to see how many I can actually get through. I don't know how many I'm going to actually be able to read. This is going to be very interesting. So those are my plans.
So I'm going to do my best to stay awake. No promises, obviously. I've been awake since 6:30 or so this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm going for almost a 48 hours here. But
oh God.
I'm not going to make it, I already know that. No. But in an attempt to, I have a little help by the sponsor of this video.
Oh my God, no, I wish.
Bones Coffee. No, I'm just kidding. They're not sponsored, but they should.
Except I don't drink coffee, so that would be like...
Don't say that.
Everyone knows I don't drink coffee.
They don't need to know that.
Okay, I drink coffee.
I have similar plans to her, but also very different. You see, my typical reading, I don't know what would you call it, style? No, I don't know. My typical type of reading is...
No, that's style.
I don't really read one book for hours, if that makes sense.
You multi-read. You read multiple books at a time.
Yeah, so like, for example, I would read a chapter of one book, and then a chapter or two of a manga, and then read a chapter of a different book. I don't know why, but...
Can't be me. I read a whole book. I can't read multiple books at one time. I'm a one book at a time girl.
So I have 5 reading things that I'm trying to do during this 24 hours. The first one, I have about 2.5 hours remaining in an audiobook, which is Moon of the Turning Leaves. I'm hoping to finish this bad boy. It is...
They can't see it.
They can zoom in.
They can't zoom in.
You can zoom in on YouTube videos.
Can you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I've never done it.
I don't... They can edit.
They can edit?
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Part 1 manga.
It's focused on your head.
That's fine.
Okay.
This book is called Reborn.
I can't even tell. I can't tell if any of this is in focus.
We have Ragna Crimson Volume 4.
There you go.
And then lastly, we have Karma Girl. Volume 1, no.
Not Volume 1. Book 1.
Book 1, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. We're not gonna really watch anything. He wants to watch Disney movies while we do a 24-hour readathon. It's not happening. So we're gonna listen to music probably, but I have a timer that we will click on my computer.
Reading your book, not watching the movie, just reading your book, and then just suddenly a fucking freaking banger comes on in the background, and you're like...
Okay, if you put on like Mulan, I'm not gonna read. I'm gonna be watching Mulan. What movie are you gonna put on that I'm not gonna pay attention to? Turning Red? Big Hero 6? So, that's our plans. We're gonna stop talking because this has been a very long intro. We're just gonna read. I'll probably update every time I don't know, every few hours. He might not be awake for every update, but you probably won't.
Wake me up.
He's gonna be half asleep in one leg.
I read exactly 0 pages this hour.
It's time to read for 24 hours straight. Maybe, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll see you then. All right, I'm here for an update. It is 3:15 in the morning. We've been doing this about 3.5 hours. I finished All the Sinners Bleed. It took me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but I think I was just reading that book slow for whatever reason. Really liked it though. It was very dark and gritty and gruesome and like intense for a thriller. Honestly, very dark. Very good though. I really need to read more from S.A. Cosby because I really liked that one a lot, and I didn't think I was going to like it as much, but I really enjoyed it. It kept me really engaged and intrigued, and I didn't really know where it was going a lot of the time. Like, it feels very straightforward. I feel like you never really know kind of what's going to happen next, and I liked that. It did start off a little bit slow though. There's a lot of buildup, but I think when things start going, it's like it gets going, it gets intense, and there are some really gruesome scenes. So I really enjoyed it. I think next I'm going to read Ling Hoon. I've had this one on my TBR for a really long time. It looks very short. I've heard good things about it. The only thing I know is that it's a haunted house story, I think. That's all I know because there's no real plot description on the back, so I don't know the plot at all. I'll be going into this one blind. I believe the author is Chinese Canadian, so this will be very interesting. Justin just woke up. He's been napping this whole time. Okay, not this whole time. He read for like 45 minutes and then he fell asleep, and now he's awake again. He might go back to sleep, but I'm gonna keep reading because I feel fine. I feel good.
Trying so hard.
He's trying so hard. He's so tired. He worked all day. I didn't. So this is my work. But I'm feeling good. I feel ready. I'm not really tired. So I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna read this next, and hopefully I can, I don't know, power through it and then pick something else. So the clock's still ticking, it's still going, so keep on going as long as my brain will keep me awake. So I'll check in again, hopefully when this one is finished, or when another 4 hours has passed, I think, and tell you all what's going on. Okay, back for another check-in. It's about a little less than 18 and a half hours left. I finished Linghoon. It was okay. I'm probably giving this 3 stars. It is a haunted house story. It's very unique. It's very interesting. I liked the idea of this. I think the ending is too abrupt. It didn't even feel like an ending. I felt like there should have been more to it. It just stopped and I was like, oh, that's it. But also, this is very, 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 very heavy on grief horror, which I have just determined is not really my favorite. I don't love grief horror. I'm very bored by it. I feel like it's all the same kind of story over and over again, and I just get tired reading it, honestly. So I just think this wasn't like my kind of story, but I liked the writing. I liked the idea. Like I said, it's very unique. It's a very cool and interesting haunted house story. I definitely recommend going in blind if you're going to read this. I would recommend not knowing anything because I think it just adds to the experience. It's a unique idea. I liked it, but I just didn't care for how the story progressed in terms of like how it ended, and it didn't really feel like it did much for me. But again, I think that's because I just don't really love grief horror. So probably like a 3 star. Guess who's awake? Who's awake? He's awake now. Yay! So
I don't feel awake.
You don't feel awake? I'm sorry. So he's gonna read now, right? Are you gonna read? Mm-hmm. He's gonna read.
Finally, it's 18 hours and 20 minutes remaining.
You did read a little bit. You read for like 45, 50 minutes, and then he started falling asleep. He dropped his book and scared the crap out of me. He was holding it and he fell asleep and he just dropped it and it hit the floor and I was like, it scared me so bad. So he's now had a nap. A like 5-hour nap.
I tried for like 2 hours and then I woke up and I was like,
I ate a little mini breakfast, I guess, or I guess it's more like a snack. Because what time is it? It's 5:25 in the morning. So it says it's snowing. No, it's not. Don't tell me that. Anyways, it's 5:20ish, 25, and so that was like a little breakfast. I had a muffin and a fruit leather. That was good. So I don't know, but I think my next book. I don't even know how to say this. I think it's called The Dallergut Dream Department Store. I just got that. I just got this. Hello? Hello? Can you see it? There it is, I think. It's focusing on our heads. Can you see it? There you go. Oh my gosh, it's focusing on your head. Okay, there. Can you see it?
So I have a big head.
It keeps focusing on my head. Okay, wait. There we go. This is the next book. It says, what if there was a store that sold dreams? Which would you buy? And who might you become when you wake up? It's a duology? Oh, man. I didn't know that. I believe this is Korean, but I know nothing about it. Oh, it came out in 2020. Well, I'm going to read this next, so I don't know anything about it. It sounds really cute. It looks cute. So that's what I'm going for. What are you going to do?
So this is my next thing that I'm going to start.
Ragna Crimson.
Volume 4.
Volume 4, okay. Did you just start it? Oh, you haven't started it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to start it, okay.
I think I just finished Volume 3 last time I was reading it, which was what? 2 weeks ago or something like that. I don't know.
He's not awake. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's gonna hit me about 5 hours from now. I think once it hits 10 or 11 in the morning, I'm gonna be like, oop. But I'm going strong right now. I feel good. I've read 1 novella and finished my book. So read about 50% of my book, finished a novella, and I'm gonna start this. So it's okay. We're gonna keep going now. So yeah, we're just wasting time now at this point. Okay, we're gonna go. We'll see you in the next check-in or something. I don't know. Bye! Hey, ew. We're back. We're at 14 hours. I think I'm getting delirious. I'm tired. What time is it? It's 9:51. Oh my god, it's almost 10. It's almost 10 in the morning, and we're about to hit... I don't know what I was about to say just I think I was about to say we're about to hit halfway, and that's not true.
We just finished the 10-hour mark.
Yeah, we're just at that. And the Zallergut Dream Department Store. I still don't know if that's right, but I just finished this. It was very cute. It reminds me a lot of the book I just read in January, the Hunam Dong, Welcome to the Hunam Dong Bookshop. It reminds me of that. It feels very slice of life kind of vibes because the main character, Penny, gets this job in this department store that sells dreams. So it has like that fantastical element to it, that like magical stuff. It feels very magical. It kind of reminds me of a manga that I read like 2 years ago. I only read 2 volumes, and I think it was just called The Convenience Store. I could be wrong, but that was about this convenience store that the customers that came in were like hanging in between life and death, and you got to see them not die and like their life proceed. And this feels like that because you get glimpses of the people that buy the dreams and them waking up from the dreams, and like little glimpses of their lives like that. And it's cute. It's really cute. It's not going to be for everyone. I don't think a lot of people will like this. It was fun. I had a good time. It was easy to read. It wasn't like a hard read. It didn't take too much brain power. It was just enjoyable and lighthearted and cute. So I'm probably going to give this 4 stars probably. You can update your reading.
Well, since I've been awake for how long have I been awake for? Maybe an hour and a half or so.
No, you woke up at 5. You woke up at 5. It's almost 10. You've been awake for... Yeah.
I haven't done much then. She's read an entire book. I have not. So I kind of did a few little chores, fed our little squish, took her out, that kind of stuff.
She's right here. You can't see her. She's down here. She's in between us.
So I did a few chores and that kind of thing. But other than that, let's see, what did I start with? So I read a chapter of Ragna Crimson. No. Maybe two chapters of Ragna Crimson. And then I moved on to Reborn. I read a chapter of that. I don't know if it's just I was still tired or if it's got really long chapters, but that one took me a while to get through. Because I think I was still kind of like in the waking up stages. Mm-hmm. The first 2 chapters kind of felt very much... If someone reads this because of what I'm about to say and doesn't get this, I apologize. This is just the vibes I was getting. The first 2 chapters felt kind of like Hunger Games-ish.
Oh, yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like there was a character... Some of the characters gave me very much vibes of Hunger Games characters and just kind of like the general feeling of the town and that kind of thing. So I was getting decent Hunger Games vibes from that. And then chapter 3 made me think very much of a game series that I really like, which is Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. And then I read, I think 2 or 3 chapters in Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time Part 1. And yeah, Link is now an adult, which is fun.
Oh, wow.
What?
he's an adult now. So is he a kid at the beginning?
Do you not even know the story of Ocarina of Time?
No.
Well, maybe you should.
I haven't played that one.
Well, guess what?
I've only played that one on the Wii.
It is highly regarded as, like...
the best...
one of the best
Zelda
games of all time.
time.
No, one of the best games of all time.
Oh,
Not just
my
Zelda
bad.
games.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
It's
to
true.
disrespect Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, it's one of the highest rated games, like, ever.
Well, I got like 10 minutes into the one Zelda game that I ever played, and I couldn't go past that, so...
I'm about to finish the chapter that I was falling asleep for. No. Did I finish it? I don't know. I'm somewhere in this book. I'm about to finish the chapter that I was falling asleep for.
And he's gonna continue rotating. I'm gonna start Model Home by Rivers Solomon. Hopefully, I don't fall asleep in the middle of it. Because my brain's shutting down and my eyes are also not working very well.
I was having that feeling 10 hours ago.
I don't know how to keep myself awake.
As soon as we started.
See, I knew I was gonna be okay until I got to this point, and then I was like, this is the hump where it's either I get past it and I do okay, or I'm gonna succumb to the sleep. And if I succumb to the sleep, this readathon's over, because I will not take like a 1 hour nap. I will take like a 7 hour nap.
Well, it makes sense. This is your normal-ish bedtime.
Yeah. This is,
time,
well,
you know.
for anyone who doesn't know, I sleep wrong. I go to sleep during the day. It's a whole thing. No one needs to know about my sleeping habits. They're terrible. We're going back to reading. We'll update soon. And wish us luck to continue on. I gotta go. Bye. Okay, it's about 5.5 hours left of the readathon. I took a, how long nap?
4, maybe 5 hours.
5 hour nap. I am not doing well. I thought I was going to be way better at this than I am. I really was super confident. I should not have been. My brain is mush at this point. I did finish Model Home. I didn't like it. I don't know if the writing is just really hard to grasp because my brain isn't working, or if it's because I didn't get the writing. Like, the writing was just so, like, lyrical, and there was, like, a lot of metaphors, and I felt like my brain was like, what is happening? What is this? It's definitely a haunted house story, but not a haunted house story. I get what everyone's saying about it. I think the idea is interesting. I just don't think it really worked for me in the end. I don't know. I just had a hard time with it. And how it ended, I was just kind of like, okay, yeah, I mean, I'm probably giving this 2 stars, unfortunately. I'm sad I didn't like this more because it was an anticipated release of mine, but the writing was really hard for me. I just could not get along with it. So I'm done with it though. So yay.
So in my audiobook, I have about 1 hour left, which I should finish tonight, like probably while I'm cooking or something, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. My 2 books, I read approximately 3 or so chapters each. And then my 2 mangas, I know I was basically halfway through last time I checked in, but I finished both of them.
Yay.
Hold your applause.
I'm applauding.
I think the audience.
Oh.
Our biggest fans, you know.
My biggest fans and your biggest fans. I don't have fans.
Yeah, we do. We got one in the bedroom.
Oh, God. Brain, it's dying. I'm gonna try to read Youth Juice now in the 5.5 hours I have left. I think I can read this in 5.5 hours, but I'm gonna read slow. I can feel my eyes and my brain not working, but I'm gonna try my best to finish Youth Juice. Well, to start and finish it, but that's my goal for this last leg of the readathon. I'm gonna do it. I know I can.
I'm trying to debate if I should keep doing what I'm doing and flopping between the 2 books.
Yeah.
Every chapter or so.
Yeah.
Or, call me crazy.
Oh, crazy.
If I should see if I can finish this in 5.5 hours.
You could. Yeah, I think so.
Realistically, I don't know if I could.
I think you can.
Because I've never read a book that fast before. Oh god, it's longer than I thought.
How many pages is it?
Okay, page 160 to 334.
So you have how many?
That's almost 380-ish. Slightly less, probably. Or no, I'm sorry. 180. 180.
I was gonna say,
sorry.
that is not 380.
Approximately 180, might be slightly less.
So 180-ish pages. That's not that bad. I feel like you can do it. It's a novella.
No, that's not that bad, but I'm also not that fast of a reader, so I would not be able to make it.
He could do it, I think so.
I couldn't make it.
I think you can do it.
I can't make it, so I'm not gonna try.
Okay, don't try.
I'm not gonna make it.
Yes, you could. Don't say you can't.
If it's 180, that's... How much is that per hour?
I don't know. I can't do math.
Math is math.
Math is numbers that I don't know. What?
That's like 30 plus pages a minute, or an hour.
A minute?
That's like 30 plus pages an hour.
That's good. You can do 30 pages an hour.
That's a page every 2 minutes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Plus, I'm gonna have to stop to cook and take her out and feed her, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not gonna make it.
Okay. He's given up.
I didn't say I was gonna stop reading. I just said I'm not gonna focus only on that one because I'm not gonna make it.
Okay, got it. Focus on the other book only. You can finish that one.
If I focused only on this one, I might be able to get maybe around here.
I think you get halfway.
You think I could get halfway?
Yeah.
That's more pages than the other one.
I believe in you.
Oh, it's good. At least one of us does.
Okay. Whatever. I can't talk anymore. I'm dead. I'm gonna try to read this. Wish me luck.
Wish her luck.
Wish him luck. Wish us luck.
Oh, gosh.
We can do it. I believe in us. Go team, go. Okay, so we... Would you stop? Now I have to get ready to reintroduce. I'm leaving that in so they can see what a menace you are. Seriously, I swear. I swear. Okay.
No.
Okay, so we've had some sleep. We're back. We're ready to end the video, conclude what we finished, where we finished, and what we finished, I guess. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first? So I did finish Youth Juice with like 30 minutes to spare, I think. I have a clip of me reading it that I'm sure you saw. And I didn't like this. I think I'm giving this 2 stars. Unfortunately, I feel like books that I've read that do something similar in a sense with like beauty standards and horror. I'm thinking of like Rouge by Mona Awad and Natural Beauty by Ling Ling Huang. Those two, for me, they do a much better job than this did. I felt like this was trying to make a point, but it almost felt too superficial at times. Like it didn't really want to get into a ton of social commentary, and it didn't really want to take that step into a deeper kind of plot. I don't know if that was just me. I don't know if I missed things because I was half asleep when I was reading, but I don't know. It was okay. The plot was anything unique or special because I have read books like this. I mean, I would say fairly recently. Within the last year, I've read those and I preferred them. So I don't know. I was disappointed by this. Honestly, I was really disappointed. I was kind of sad. It just felt very surface level. It didn't feel like it was trying to make a big point. It was just trying to be like a little funny. And I don't know, I didn't really find it funny. I don't know. I don't think it worked for me very well. So I am giving this 2 stars. But I did finish it, so that's a plus.
So my audiobook I finished.
Yay!
Both my mangas I finished.
Yay!
And both my books I made decent progress, which I'm not going to show you how much because...
Justin's a little,
That's embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. We all read at different paces.
How many books you read?
Stop.
No,
It's
no,
not
no.
It's not a competition. It's a readathon and it was for fun.
I know.
I finished 4.5 books, which is not that much. When you've seen other people's readathons, some people read a lot. Some people will read a lot in 24 hours. This is not a lot compared to a lot of other people, so don't compare your reading pace to mine. We read at different paces and that's okay.
5 times speed versus my 0.75 times speed.
I don't read at 5 times speed. I read at like 3 times speed if it's on audio.
No, we listened to an audiobook before.
It was not 5 times speed.
We moved it to like 4 times speed.
I don't know. Maybe.
Just to see what it would sound like, and you're like, yeah, that sounds about normal for me. And I was sitting there and I was like, what are they even saying?
I read ahead of most audiobooks. They're too slow.
I can't.
It's bothersome. That's why I don't like audio as much. 4.5 books. The only one I really liked was the Dallargut, I hate this, the Dallargut Dream Department Store and All the Sinners Bleed, which is what I finished at the beginning of the video. I finished that one, and then this one I really liked. The others were okay.
And that's the one I picked up for you.
Which one? This one? Yes, he did pick this one out, so.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. You did pick this one.
I just said it to sound cool.
How did you like the 24-hour readathon? Was it fun?
You know, I think for that amount of work, we deserve to reward ourselves.
We did. We bought books and manga.
I don't remember that.
We did. We bought books and manga for finishing this readathon. I will say I do like this idea, but I think next time I do this, if he joins me or if I do it by myself, I will split it into a 12 and 12 hour thingy, like do 12 on one day and 12 on the other, because 24 hours straight was really hard. And I only took a 4-hour nap or whatever, and it was hard. I was exhausted. I'm still exhausted from this, so.
I dipped out early.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause
You were so done. You were like, I can't
I'm pretty
do
sure
this.
it wasn't even, we weren't even doing it for like an hour and a half.
And then you fell asleep. Yeah.
I had fallen asleep with the book in my hand.
Yeah. But I definitely want to do this again. Hopefully you all enjoyed watching it. Hopefully it goes over well, because this was a lot of effort. No, I'm just kidding. It really wasn't that hard, but it was tiresome. I'm gonna end the video now. Hopefully if you enjoyed, you'll give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this, or not like this, I don't really know. Have a good day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!